G'day folks, Vanessa here at Fox Farms, and in this video I wanted to just review some of the hay feeder structures that I've been using here. I got this huge round bale feeder initially for the cows and goats. This is before I got sheep as well, and it worked fine for the cows. It worked great for the cows. They stuck their heads in, ate their hay, didn't have a problem with it. And then I got the goats. So goats are naughty creatures. I really enjoy having goats. I love their personalities. They're crazy cute. I really enjoy the goats. But they jump through here and use this as bedding. So this did not work anymore when I put the goats in the mix. The goats still like to get in here. I don't do anything with it now. I let it sit here, clean it out every now and then, toss some fresh hay in for them. But the goats will come in here, sleep in there, poop and pee in there, and obviously the cows are not going to eat any hay once the goats have been in there. So right now it's just a goat bedding structure. So I had to get another hay feeder. So I got one designed for horses that is also adjustable. Hey you, this little girl, she's really sweet. Hey, Kathy. Okay, let's get you down, girl. Okay, so I'm going to get behind the camera and move it over to the other feeder that we got that works much better for the mix of animals that I currently have. There we go. Oh, there's some buckets of feed sitting on the post that I brought out for the animals. So this is adjustable in height up to, oh goodness, 54, 55 inches. Right now it's on the lower setting. There is a plastic bin down here. You can't really see it through all the hay that's been dropped. You get all the hay out. The goats like to climb in there, so I normally have one goat sitting on each side. One goat here, one goat on the other side. And this way the cows and the sheep and the goats can get to the feed without the goats messing it up. So even though the goat's sitting on that side, you know, down in the black bin, which is supposed to be a grain and a hay bin, it's now the goat sleepy bin. The cows are still able to get their hay without having to deal with goat pee and goat poo in their hay. So this is my preferred setup so far. And even with the amount of animals I have with 6 cows, 22 sheep, 7 goats, we're not in the middle of winter. I'm not using this solely. I'm just using this to supplement. Since we just come out of summer and you don't get the best pasture growth during summer. So right now this is just supplemental. And I go through about a bale every 2 days between all these animals right now. The grass is starting to pick up, so here in the next week or two I'll probably end up taking the bale away. And then the goats will just use this as a dumping cart or a jungle gym once again. Right, let me show you the grain feeders I have. So I have 3 of these in total. These are 10 foot long. I really wish I could find a 12-foot long feeder because this is what I use in the Shelter Logic system for the cows, and it's a 12-foot wide system with a head gate, so I really need a 12-foot wide bunker. And I've got a 10-foot in there, and I've put like one of those black tough concrete bins or concrete mixing tubs on some cinder blocks to make up the other 2 foot. It's not really ideal because those tough containers are not nearly as tough as this, right? The goats get in there, or I think it's probably the cows that step in it and crack the plastic at the bottom where nobody's cracking this just yet. The one issue I have with these is there's a drain hole at each end, but as soon as it gets plugged full of just one little corn kernel, then it can't drain. And this corn kernel is going to suck up rainwater and plug up the drain hole. So after it rains, you just got to come in here and flip them over, you know, if your animals haven't completely cleaned them out. So now I want to show you the square box that I use in the Shelter Logic system. This is what I use when I'm feeding the cows because they can